Hi you guys, it's Jeffrey and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, I'm super excited today. I'm going to be unboxing the iPad Pro with the M5 chip. I ordered this iPad a couple days ago and picked it up today. It's launch day for this iPad, so I was really excited to get my hands on it and I'm excited to unbox it for you. I also ordered a couple of accessories to go with it. The iPad Smart Folio in white and the Apple Pencil Pro. I got this engraved with my name on it and a heart, so I'm really excited to unbox it. Let's start with the iPad first. I feel like the box looks the same. Okay, the camera's gonna be here, which I think that's normal for iPads, but the last time I owned an iPad, it was an iPad Air 2 and the camera was up here. I went with the 2TB option and the nano texture screen, so there's gonna be less of a glare. Let's get right into it. Oh my gosh. There's a little tab to pull up. This is so incredibly thin and it's so small and cute, and I'm like wondering if I should have got the bigger size, but there's also a lot of screen here, so I think it's gonna be good. Okay, the nano texture looks so good. Like, I have a light directly behind my iPad and I feel like I do not see reflection coming off this. The silver color is so beautiful. It doesn't even have any like iPad or like recycle symbols. It's literally just a clean device back here. It looks so good. Let's power it on. I'm so glad I went with the nano texture. I mean, I can already tell just looking at it that it's gonna be so nice to not have the glare. Ah! Hello, English, United States. Okay, choose how I want it to appear. Small, default, medium, large. Honestly, let's go with medium. Quickly set up your iPad. Bring your current iPhone or iPad near your new account to sign into your Apple account. I'm gonna set this up. Let's actually unbox the accessories. First, let's look in the rest of this box. Oh, it actually does come with a brick. That's super exciting. Okay, it comes with the brick and the cord. I think this brick is the same as my iPhone brick. I'm kind of wondering how fast this device is going to charge. It is supposed to be capable of charging faster, but I might need to get a more advanced brick to really have that charging speed. When you get a device that has nano texture, you get this polishing cloth. This is supposed to be the only thing that you use to clean and polish the iPad. It does feel like a very smooth, silky cloth. So I will be keeping this in my bag so that I'm able to use it to clean the iPad. I've heard of people obsessing over this cloth. I finally feel like I'm part of the club because I have one. It has the Apple logo on it in the bottom right corner. Let's unbox the case. This case is super great because it just magnets right on. And now it's good to go, protected. One thing about this Smart Folio case is you can fold the front of it over like this and use it as a stand to prop up your iPad if you want to work on it. The Pencil Pro. So cute. Oh, no way, I just almost dropped that. How am I supposed to aesthetically unbox this when it's just ripping? I got my name with a heart on the pencil. I just wanted the pencil to look cute. I did look up people's thoughts about engraving it, and some people were like, then you can't sell it later. And I'm just like, I don't think I'm ever going to want to sell this. Like, I think I will use it until there's no life left, and then I will just get a new one. I don't think that it's something that I'm going to sell. I just don't anticipate that. And it just fits right on. And now the iPad charges the pencil, and so you just magnet it onto the side and it will be charging. This makes me so excited. I cannot wait to try it out and set it up. I tried to do this setting where you just bring your iPad near your iPhone and continue setting up, but it wasn't working for some reason. So I just set it up without that. Now I'm downloading a software update. I'm probably going to go eat dinner, clean up this mess that I made, and then set it up more. Okay, it's been a few days having my new iPad Pro now. On Wednesday night, I pretty much got it set up. I started downloading software and apps that I want to use on it. I downloaded Final Cut Pro and I started a free trial. I'm wanting to try the iPad version and see how I like it. There's also a video editing app called LumaFusion for iPad. Final Cut Pro is a subscription, so it's $50 a year or $5 a month. LumaFusion is a one-time fee. I think it's either $20 or $30. So I might also try LumaFusion because it's just a one-time fee and then you don't have to pay anything else. But right now I'm trying Final Cut Pro for free for the month to see if I like it. Overall though, I'm loving the new device so far. Let me show you what apps I downloaded on it. Okay, so here's kind of the first home page. It kind of laid things out for me and created some widgets. So it created this calendar widget, which I like up here. It also created a weather widget. I got rid of the notes widget because in my notes, there was just like notes that I didn't want displayed on the home screen because it was just displaying my most recent thing I typed into my notes. I do need to organize the apps though. These were kind of the apps that are already installed on the device. It came with the app Freeform. I just started using the Apple Pencil to doodle on it. If you squeeze the pencil, it pulls up this toolbar and then you can select your tool, you can select different colors, and now you can start writing. I think I would love to use this app to take notes. I think if I was still in college, when I go back to get my master's, I will be using this app, I feel like. You can also add text. Hey, girly pop. You can add shapes. It has a ton of different shapes. Animal, nature, food, symbols, education. It literally has so many categories. And then also just like basic shapes, but that's this app. All these apps, it came with Keynote, Numbers, and Pages, which are like Apple's PowerPoint, Word, and Excel. GarageBand for instruments, have not opened that yet. iMovie, I kind of need to step up from iMovie, which is why I downloaded Final Cut Pro. There's also Minecraft. I had to, of course, just download Minecraft just for fun on here. I think it's so nice to have this giant display for Minecraft. It's also touchscreen, so I think it just makes it a whole lot more fun. There's the Final Cut camera app, which allows you to have more intensive controls over your video, and it even allows you to connect it directly to the device and do like a Final Cut live camera, and it just allows you to send recordings directly to the device you're going to edit on. Most likely I will be using my iPhone to record, and then I will use my hard drive to transfer it over to the iPad to edit on. This is another option. Here's the page of apps where I really started to download. So Instagram, I was wondering if I would be able to get Instagram on my iPad. You are able to view Instagram portrait and landscape mode on the iPad. I downloaded Pinterest, Visco, just because that's how I edit my photos. Canva, I make so many things. I make thumbnails on here. I made my things for watching screen on here. I've also made labels and things for my classroom. So like this is the class schedule that I print out, and I use these cards in a little pocket chart to tell the students what we're doing and when we're doing it. YouTube Studio and YouTube. So YouTube Studio, I'm able to look at my analytics. YouTube, I'm able to like post my videos on there. My banking apps, Disney Plus. I don't know, I might try editing TikToks on this iPad instead of on my phone. It might be easier. The All Trails app for hiking. Planbook, which allows me to edit and view my lesson plans. Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Drive, Gmail. I downloaded the Gmail app so that I can keep my content creation email separate than like my personal email. I downloaded Procreate. This is a paid app, but I think it's worth it. It has a lot of different brushes and tools, and I've played around with this at the Apple Store, like all of these different cool tools. Here's the original image, and then I played around with different like brushes and just finally ended up with this. And I like this little glow brush that I use that just provides some pop. I like this little glow brush that I use that just provides a little pop to the thumbnail. So this is what I came up with. I'll definitely keep learning how to use Procreate. Here's Final Cut Pro. So in the past, I was looking up if you can edit directly off of a hard drive on the iPad Pros, and you could not. You had to download the footage onto the iPad and then edit on there, and then you could put it back on the hard drive. But now you can keep your footage on the hard drive and start your project on the hard drive and just leave it plugged in. So you don't need a massive amount of storage for a project on your iPad. You could just edit right off the hard drive. I started to edit this iPhone unboxing video that you're watching right now on the iPad. So this video is entirely edited on my iPad Pro M5 chip. I was a little bit frustrated at the beginning because I just didn't really know what was happening, but I watched iJustine's video on it and she was so helpful. So if you're trying to edit with Final Cut Pro, go watch her video. Pretty much forget everything you know about editing on the Mac and instead learn this touch-based editing, which has different buttons and just a different way of doing things. Just briefly, this little button on the side allows you to scrub through the video by like scrolling, and then there's controls down here which allow you to cut the video, and then there's also these controls that allow you to like choose a place and then cut off everything from the clip before that up until that place. And at first I thought like what is this button? Like, it doesn't make sense. But then as I started using it, it started to become easier and easier. So it's definitely just a learning process. And I think that I like doing the touch-based editing, and I like doing it on an iPad. I can lay down and do it. On my computer, I have to be like sitting up just because like it's hard to lay down and like do all of those keyboard shortcuts. But with touch-based editing, it's been super nice. And then with effects, for example, you have to add an effect and then do color adjustments to color correct a clip, which is just like an extra step and something that I didn't really know. I love that I could also just choose to download the footage, whatever I want to do. Seems perfect. The apps have been super fast with the M5 chip. I don't feel like my device has been like overheating or anything. It's a really powerful device. It's really fast. And it's really thin. I had trouble even being able to get my camera to focus on the device. Also, can we just take a moment and appreciate the beauty? This is just crazy to me, how thin it is. I've used them in the store because obviously when I'm thinking about making a purchase, I am at the Apple store, I'm using the device, I'm talking to the specialists about it. I like really weigh like, do I want this? Am I gonna upgrade? What is worth it to me? So I've been thinking about it for a while, and I just didn't realize how thin it was until having it in my own house, in my own hands. The battery life has been great. I haven't been using it like super extensively. Like I haven't used it like on the airplane, for example, for like several hours straight. I've just kind of been using it here and there in the evenings. This weekend, it's just been busy, but I've been loving it so far. And I think that, I've been loving it so far. I think that it gets better battery life than my computer. And right now I'm using this silicone chip on my computer. My MacBook Pro is like from 2020, so it is older and the software runs a lot different on it. So having this iPad now, it's like everything's like sped up so much, and I'm able to just like play back the video and see my edits, and it has not been laggy, which has been amazing. I'm super glad that I went with the Pencil Pro. By no means am I an artist, but I just love that I'm able to connect it and charge it right on the device. No questions asked. It's just there, it's ready for me, and it's charged. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching my iPad unboxing video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. I would love to chat with you in the comments and talk about these new devices. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it or it helped you out in any way. Subscribe so that you don't miss any of my other videos, and turn those post notifications on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.